Alright. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm just going to let a few people roll in here. Sorry I didn't send out an announcement. It's kind of random. Alright, cool. Got the chats rolling. And we'll just wait a second while some people roll in here. I'm going to send out some announcements on Facebook and Twitter real quick. Hey Frank, how's it going, man? Cool. What up from LA? What's up, Ricky? What's up, Crypto? Crypto Threevis. We're gonna get into this market a little bit. It's a little crazy. Chad, what's going on? All right. Post a little link here. Hi from Ireland. Hello from my wife. Hi, wife. Wabi hit stop. Yeah, Wabi. The whole market kind of broke down on us, didn't it? Not too bad. We weren't in too many trades, though. My green screen's kind of acting weird. Crypto Creations. Hey, what's going on? All right, well, looks like we got some people up in Portugal, Mexico. What's your favorite Pokemon and why? My favorite Pokemon is, I don't know, I'd say Pikachu, I guess. Pikachu seems legit. Let me just send out an announcement in my free group. Hey, if you guys aren't in my free group, make sure that you hop on Facebook, facebook.com/group/ILoveCrypto. Lots of cool stuff in there. Shanghai, Miami, Florida. What's going on, Yakov? Got 150 people up in here. Hey, first off, I just want to say thanks to you guys, all your votes. I did end up winning the best live stream award, so I appreciate that. Juan is at an all-time low. Yeah, we're going to get into all these cryptocurrencies, what to buy, where to buy them. Lots of lows coming up. It's not due to the Verge hack. We'll get into like some of the news updates. I'll kind of go through like, you know, where I get some of my news, how to find some of the news. Charmeleon. What's your guys' favorite Pokemon? You know, I was into Magic the Gathering. Pokemon was a little bit after me. I played Magic the Gathering in high school, which was pretty fun. Let me see. Live streaming. I remember watching before the green screen. Hell yeah, dude. Do you like the green screen? I'm kind of iffy on it, but it's nice. It allows people to see more stuff. Crash is technical. Yeah, the crash is not fundamental. Verge should get delisted from like every exchange. I don't know why they even have that thing still. Kind of ridiculous. Let's see. All right, we got that out on Twitter. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's weird. I have a backlight. I can turn that on if you want. Let's see. It's a little dark in here. See, that's bright. Is that cool? Better? All right, cool. All right, so market's down. It's not too unexpected. We've been expecting it for a little while. How deep and how far, though, is the question. I had some buy orders a while ago, pretty deep, like 4,000, 5,000. Let me get this chat over here. Cool. All right, so our chain down. Verge is getting crushed. That's no surprise. They got hacked. If you guys aren't aware, Verge was hacked again. 51% attacking hash attack where developers aren't getting that code update. Thankfully, nobody bought. If you watch my channel with the Pornhub announcement, let's take a look at XVG here. Turn up my brightness on my screen now that I got the backlighting. All right, cool. So yeah, shopping time coming. All right, cool. So yeah, I just got back from the gym. So Bitfinex, just letting everybody roll in. Woo, 200 viewers, cool. Again, now that everybody's rolled in, we'll start the stream. I appreciate all you guys voting for me for Best Live Stream Award. That event was actually pretty cool. Seemed a little helter-skelter if you caught my live stream, but really what happened was they had gotten moved out of a couple different venues. So shout out to Busto and the Crypto Influencer Awards. I actually had a pretty good time. I met Jason Appleton, Crypto Crow, really cool guy. I met Crypto Omar. I actually just subbed to his YouTube channel. But yeah, so Verge... we'll just start with Verge. They got hacked again today, 51% hashing attack. You could see that basically the YouTube the Pornhub announced it was like right in here. I recommended everybody selling out around like 1,000, 1,200. Took that big dive, came up again. Or sorry, this was the Pornhub announcement here. And basically it's sitting on this 236 support, which historically has been crypto behaving normally. Yeah, so basically it's sitting on that 236 support, which historically in this market has been pretty solid so far. Not on the 8 all-time high though. This previous market cycle is kind of irrelevant to this new market cycle. Nothing really lines up with that fib retracement. But yeah, so Verge, if we pop on Twitter, you can see Verge got some heat. I don't know how it's still listed as a coin. Let's see their official response. It appears some mining pools are under DDoS attack and we experienced a delay in our blocks. I mean, they didn't even mention the hacking. I don't even think they're even like mentioning it anymore. Looks like they're getting a lot of updates, but all in all, if you just like search crypto, a lot of times you can get like lots of cool news updates, see what's going on. Shil Nye, he was in Consensus. He's a pretty good one to follow for like small cap gems. Verge mining is being exploited again. Someone has 51% attack. Charlie Lee. Roger Ver. There's some crazy stuff going on. Interesting thing to follow if you guys haven't started following it is Whale Panda. He's been doing this post on CNBC, how they're reporting them to the SEC. Where'd that go? Breaking. Hold on, where'd that go? Here we go. Complaints, ETH scams, people getting caught, scamming Bcash on TV. There was a whole thread or Twitter thread on Bcash and reporting CNBC to the SEC, which was pretty funny. I can't find it right now, but if you find it, just shoot me a link. Maybe he deleted it. It's pretty recent though. Yeah, if you don't follow Whale Panda, I would definitely follow Whale Panda. He's pretty up to date on the news stories. But there was a really good one on the CNBC. But anyway, basically there's like a conflict of interest with CNBC. Hey Majid. Yeah, we'll get into Tron. Tron I thought was going to have a little bit more of a retrace. All right, so let's just look at the overall, cryptocurrency market cap. It's not too bad. We'll refresh this. So Bitcoin's down 3.4%. It's currently sitting at 8,100. This is 81.29. If we look at my charts, that's the exact fib level. I think down to like the dollar. This has been holding up pretty strong. Yeah, 81.90. So this is showing 8,084. So it kind of takes an average of a bunch of different exchanges. Can you guys see that okay? So I had the 382 fib line. This is from the kind of swing high after this dump back in February, and so we haven't dipped back down to that low. We've got this trend line that's formed here. And so we may see it come all the way back down and touch here, which would be around 7,000. I think 7,000 will act as a really strong support. We've got a confluence of the 147 fib and then this overall trend line. A lot of people, you can see there's a bit of a bearish divergence with volume. Even as price is going down, so it's not a divergence, it's a continuation. Even as price has been going down, the volume is getting lower and lower, which basically means nobody still wants to buy it at these low prices, which is not a great indication. And most of the volume has been selling volume. So we've been really light on our trades. Most of the trades that I've been issuing have been really high risk. So we've been hitting some stops. We've been keeping our stops really tight though, like 5 to 10%. Took a little bit of a beating on Wabi. Man, Wabi is a confusing trade. I really thought that trade was going to move a little bit better than it did. But overall, it's been in this kind of bearish consolidation channel since it hit 10,000. It kind of wicked at 10,000, which I'm going to close this really quick. Which it wicked at 10,000, which was the point at which I said I was going to shave my beard. So it's pretty much my fault yet again why the cryptocurrency markets are crashing, because I shaved my beard too early. Got a little overexcited, but honestly, it was pretty intense. But it's growing out again, so hopefully we see a reversal here pretty soon. If the Wyckoff distribution rules apply, we're probably going to see this candle get nice and matched up down here. So we'll probably see a lot of shorts start piling on as soon as it kind of closes below 8,000, and so we may see a run back down. If we look at the hourly, RSI is pretty over max, but we might see this kind of lip up and then lip down yet again, maybe wick down to 20. 20 has been pretty solid historically at reversing, and we're not quite there yet. We're at about 25. It hasn't dipped below 20 on the hourly in a long time. It looks like it did back here, but even still, 20 on the hourly has been a pretty consistent buy zone for reversals. So as soon as it hits that 20 level, I would definitely buy or go long on that. Good time to buy EOS. We'll go over all the coins. But yeah, so Bitcoin in and of itself has been in this downward channel. It's had a few, this is a reversal wedge, but just because it reverses for a short period of time doesn't mean it's reversing. It basically just means it's going to kind of break out. And then you see the same thing here. So it hasn't really gotten out of this reversal if we zoom out on the 4-hour. I sent an update this morning saying basically we were in a bearish wedge. We might have a triple bottom. Yeah, we're going to get into how low it could go. Whoops, sorry. Zooming in pretty quick. Let me make sure my screen's good. Okay, cool. So all in all, we're still in this downward channel until we break it. I'm still bearish on Bitcoin. Now, just because I'm bearish on Bitcoin doesn't mean necessarily that... See, now what I thought was going to happen is I thought I was going to kind of break out and then use this line as support, which it is right now if it closes above it. But a 4% move isn't really anything to get too crazy about. Yeah, I mean, from the recent swing high at 8,600 to here, it's about 7%. The problem is it's taking the market with it. Now, there was some FUD earlier that is making its rounds. This is why I think we're actually seeing the market dump. The CFTC just put out an advisory on cryptocurrencies, derivatives, right here 7 hours ago. And they basically said... regulatory clarity. Let me see. There was a couple things. ShipChain actually got a. It wasn't the SEC. it was the state of South Carolina issued a investigation alert, and ShipChain, if you didn't see that, ShipChain just absolutely got murdered, down 50-60%, near zero. And I did some due diligence on it. They've got a pretty good advisory board. They've got a pretty good team, but they just got wrecked. I was trying to get the CEO on, or at least their chief marketing officer on, just to kind of dispel some of the myths. But I haven't seen that yet. Okay, so in addition, the guidance is okay. So let's take a look. So this was the announcement, May 21st, providing regulatory clarity. So here's the key areas: enhanced market surveillance, close coordination with CFTC staff, large trader reporting, outreach to member and market participants, derivatives clearing organization. So basically, they're just saying that these are the areas that they're going to be looking at much more intently. And so that was one of the first things that kind of started this whole kind of FUD. South Carolina sanctions startup over unregistered token sales. So this was about their ICO. We've been talking about this for a while, that regulation is coming. They're coming after it hard. So we're probably going to see a lot of these come up. All right, guys, don't start the turtle chat yet. I am going to bring on Rocksteady. We're going to talk about Turtle Coin. One Satoshi. They did win Best Community Award. Thanks for participating in my live stream, guys. So ShipChain, where'd this go? I want to bring up the SEC. Or sorry, it's not the SEC. The news that was posted out was very premature. They probably... Man, see, every one of these companies, they should get out ahead of these stories. Confrontation isn't great, but you want to tackle these things like head on rather than waiting for the news to propagate. You got to spin it yourself. You got to say, hey, we've got this letter out. You know, we're doing this and that and that. The other, you got to just get out in front of this news. Like Verge, they're not talking about the hack. ShipChain, their official Twitter account's not talking about this. You guys got to get out in front of this stuff. And all these cryptocurrencies, they should really take heed of that. So I'll go into a few things. So at all times relevant to this order, respondent ShipChain continuously offered investment opportunities in the ShipChain platform, the corresponding tokens to South Carolina residents through its website and in-person events held in South Carolina. At no time relevant to the event stated herein was respondent ShipChain registered with the division as a broker-dealer and no exemption from registration. So if you guys don't know what a broker-dealer is somebody who's licensed to sell securities. And the problem that's happening is a majority of these ICOs, they're selling securities because it's just a token, right? Token generation event, whatever you want to call it. It's just a token that is being used to raise money for a company that has no utility or purpose until they build a blockchain. And that's where the debate is with Ethereum, because it started as a fundraising mechanism and then it's kind of moving everything else. Now, the other thing that's happening, so you got the CFTC, you had the South Carolina sanction on ShipChain, but then the other thing that I think is really not being well understood is Binance listed TUSD, which we bought. We sold with like a 17 to 20% gain wherever you sold that. But TUSD, I don't know if I said that wrong. TUSD is a actually audited backed stable coin. Now, the difference between Tether and TUSD is TUSD can actually go above $1. It just has $1 that backs it, $1 that's auditable, verifiable, but it can actually raise more. And so with a lot of the USDT FUD, Bitfinex FUD that's out there, a lot of money is most likely moving from Tether into TUSD. So that's another big thing, is that we're probably seeing a lot of money move from Tether on Bitfinex. Other than that, let's see if there's any other news. I didn't see much else in the chat. Did you guys see any more news? 1,000 Bitcoin seized in landmark Israeli money laundering case. That was 36 minutes ago. Bitcoin price struggles after possible new regulatory 27 minutes ago. We can read these. It's also Bitcoin Pizza Day, so happy Bitcoin Pizza Day. Bitcoin Pizza Day, if you guys aren't familiar with, there were two pizzas that were bought for 10,000 Bitcoin. And today is the day that Bitcoin Pizza Day. There's actually a fork of Bitcoin called Bitcoin Pizza, believe it or not. I was talking about this with my partner. We spent so much. Let me see if I'll close down Discord real quick. We spent a lot of our Bitcoin earlier on, and we spent probably millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin in 2016 and 2017. Can TUSD go below $1? I don't think TUSD can go below $1. If it does, I'd buy it up because everyone is audited and backed by $1 that's kept in trust accounts. So if an exchange wants to use TUSD, they have to buy a certain number of TUSD, which it's in the best interest of all of these exchanges to start using TUSD because it's a backed asset. And right now it's actually trading above $1. It's actually trading at $1 exactly. But as Bitcoin goes down, the price of TUSD goes up in Bitcoin value because it's keeping it stable, which is pretty cool. All right, so 1,000 Bitcoins seized in an Israeli money laundering case, $8 million over the last 10 years. That's not much of a big deal. Regulatory, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty nuts. There's a few coins that are green. We're in a couple of the trades. Let me see. What was that on? And then we'll start to look at some of the... start posting in the chat which coins you want me to do price analysis with. And then I'll start making a list for you guys. I want to make sure I get through them all. We'll probably do like an hour live stream today. And we'll look for good retracement entries, because retracement entries is where you can really get some solid bounces on. Okay, cool. So ARN, that's the trade that we're in. I like that trade a lot. It's been following a really good pattern. Other than that, let's see. SIS, I really wanted to buy. It was sitting on bottom, but yeah, pretty much the whole market got pretty... POA got smashed. AirSwap got smashed. WAN. Salt just does not hold its value. 0x looks like we're going to get a good buy entry in here pretty soon. Aeon, this is like a steal of a deal. I added some at 3,000. I'll probably add some on the next fib support. WePower is like damn near all-time low. We'll go through some of these, and we'll go through as many of them as we can. All right, so let's see. Dump to follow on. All right. Well, initially, I'm gonna ask Investa Chris. Tether used to be backed by. They had audited bank accounts. They had a bank that they were working with. They just dropped the bank in like December or January. Okay, so ONT one. TNC Digibyte. Digibyte is a good trade. I've been watching that one. EOS. Hundi X. I don't know if I can chart that. Quantum. Nona. I don't think that's chartable. What else? OMG. Theta. Zilica. Elastos. Steam. XLM, TKY, Nano. It's a lot of coins. What is that sound in the background? That's my daughter. She's just yelling. She's excited. CND. The pot coins. Just tell me what to buy. There was actually a dip after 2017 consensus. If you look at the market cap overall, yeah, Crypto's a cool guy, man. I'm excited to sponsor him. If you guys don't know how to sponsor, I'll show you guys. I don't have any sponsorships right now. YouTube.com/crypto Crypto, I think his name is. I don't know if he has a custom URL. Oh yeah, cool. So he's got this thing called sponsor. And then you just click sponsor, and you get $4.99 a month, and then you get to like do some stuff with them. All right, so ZRX. So I think that's enough coin. Aeon. All right, cool. So we'll leave this list up for a second. Okay, so Tom Lee said that Bitcoin was going to go to like 35,000 after consensus, and then he took his prediction back. Just based on my voice cracked right there. What's wrong with the pot coins? Don't put. Okay. Your daughter had me looking around here. That's funny, Topher. Okay, so it looks like Bitcoin is breaking that very important $8,000 level. Let's just kind of like redraw everything and see if we can find the most important supports here. Let's see. So if we open it up a little bit, looks like that's the new trend line. So next support is 7,200, but there's not much support in here. If it reverses from here, if it breaks below this level that it was at before, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see this. Oops. Okay, if it breaks here and closes. See, an easy thing you can do is just take a horizontal ray, look at these wicks here. So that's probably a pretty, so anywhere in this zone, if it can like bounce here and reverse and then kind of maybe start climbing its way back up to this 8,200 level, that'd be very, very crucial level. So anything between 7,900 and 7,800, that's a very crucial support, because below that, there's not much support and there wasn't much resistance. Even this like fib right here didn't do much. So if we redraw everything, we delete this. So you can draw fibs from the top, bottom. So we can go to this low, see if there's any supports there. A little bit. If we go here, not much. If we go here, even less. So not much support anywhere. If we go to the impulse, see if there's anything there. See, that makes a little bit more sense. I actually like this point because it lines up with what I've been seeing kind of overall, that the 236 support was pretty strong. There's a 147 support here. But so if we go just from the high to the low of the impulses here, what we can see is that the 7,000 level again lines up with the 236. So anything in here is probably a good buy, but I would wait for confirmation. So we've got two very important support levels. We've got here, basically the wicks down here. I mean, that's a big red candle, but even on the daily, if you look at the daily, we're still neutral on RSI. So we've got a ways to go to get down to this like 30 level. And it's even gone down as low as, 28 before. But so we've got a little bit of a ways to go to get to that RSI. I was always checking on the weekly. If you look at the weekly RSI, the weekly chart, it looks like kind of just a normal correction if this was like just in the overall scheme of things, just on the weekly. However, when we start to throw in some, let me scroll down here. Do you guys want me to pay this much attention to Bitcoin, or do you want me to move on to other coins? I'm good either way. But if we add in the 50 EMA on the, if we add in the 50 EMA on the weekly, I was noticing that this was acting as I thought that this might act as a decent support because it bounced off it. Hold on. See, making sure you guys see it. Okay, so this might act as a decent support, and that's about 7,600. Stay with Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. Knowing Bitcoin is important. Bitcoin. Okay. So then when we look at it on the shorter time frame, you can kind of peg some of these reversals. So what I would do is I would probably set a buy order, same spot, 7,900. I'd probably take a long, either that or on this lower channel, but the RSI is getting pretty maxed out on the hourly. So we should see a decent jump between 7,800 and 7,900. I mean, I think if you set a long at 7,900 and then set a stop loss, just like with a few percentage, yeah. So just even like 1.5%, I think you'll get a decent bounce from there. Again, that's, you can risk more capital with a very tight stop limit, 1%. Okay. So yeah, so hopefully we see a nice rebound here. We've got a deep red candle. There's really not a lot of fundamental news. We might see some like insider news come out in a little bit. I'm not seeing a whole lot going on. Let's see if anything else. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. I don't see anything in the news. Bitcoin is going down. Let's see. Bitcoin could be a problem for U.S. security clearances. Nothing else. If you guys know any stories, let me know. Crypto Ran says Bitcoin or die level. This is pretty much exactly what I've been thinking. I think I did a tweet not too long ago that basically said something similar, like what did I say, like a couple days ago. Where'd that go? Basically said something like every chart looks like it's about to just shit the bed. Which it was. There was a nice little fake out. So when I say that when Bollinger Bands start to get really, really tight, that doesn't mean that it's going to go bullish. Bollinger Bands just mean that there's going to be high volatility when they start to pinch. Now you can look at other indicators like RSI, volume, price action, MACD, OBV on the volume. So you can look at a lot of different things. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different indicators to look at. I mean, if you want to, there's the Awesome Oscillator. That's pretty helpful. But the thing is find something that works for you. Find something that works fairly predictably well. Let's take a look at some of the other majors. Monero is getting smashed right now. I had a pretty good chart outline for this. So it's starting to find support on that lower end of the Bollinger Band on the daily. I would say 170 would be a pretty good buy. I like that support overall. Yeah, and it's very confusing because consensus was very, very bullish. Just all the news coming in. But this could be massive liquidity hunting for a lot of these big exchanges, shaking out lots of weak hands. We've seen it time and time again. ADA, we made a very good bounce play. We bought like at 13 cents. We made a solid like 180, 190% gain. It's currently retracing, giving up about 42% of its money back. A little bit of a decent support here, but we may see this retrace quite a bit, but it's not as sharp and not as deep. I think that this fib would probably hold at least for a good bounce, 19 cents. Let's take a look at ETH. ETH is at 638. I got a lot of lines on this chart. I'll clean it up in a second. Okay, so the 236 support is here, 610. You know, this could be a massive head and shoulders forming. I'm seeing a lot of inverse head and shoulders on a lot of charts. So let's grab this inverse head and shoulders. What the hell is that? Yeah, so we might see this guy touch 550 or something like that before it makes a really strong move. You know, Ethereum, they're solving scaling. They've got a lot of stuff going on. There was some FUD that Vitalik might be leaving for Google. I think that was just FUD. I highly doubt his mind and his top tier talent would leave. Yeah, I didn't find any news either, man. I think that was Crypto Splasher. I didn't find any news either. Strong hands and a stronghold. Yeah, my partner is the strongest. So let me give you some tips from my partner, Mark. If you want to hold through times like this, change your password to Blockfolio or just delete the app for the time being. Give your passwords for your exchanges to like a significant other, and just don't look at it until everything turns green again. That's a pretty decent strategy. Litecoin has looked pretty bearish for a while. It's been stuck in this downward trend channel. They had like a really big FUD attack with CryptoPay. I use log scales because it's easier for me. What is going on here? Is there like a flash crash here or something? Okay, when this does this. So it's been stuck in this downward channel. Hasn't really broken out of it yet. Seemed to have leveled off a little bit. We had a little bit of a, I wasn't sure if this was going to be a bear flag or bull flag. Starting to break down again. Looks like it's consolidating, but these things, you think that they're going to reverse and they just keep on running. XZC did that. Lots of coins did that. All right. Did we go over ETH? Yeah, so goodbye. Anywhere between 515 and probably 600, I'd say is a good long-term buy. This inverse head and shoulders will probably form out. Nice, Derek. Yeah, he did a great interview with the boys. OMG. Again, it was also stuck in this downward consolidation channel. It's got this trend line forming right down here. So a good pickup would be, you know, under $10. OMG is one of the most rebounding coins on the market. I've made a lot of money buying on the dips at like $8. So let's use the bodies for this one. We'll bring up the RSI in a second too. Yeah, so see it's got a little bit of ways to go before it kind of dips down to this 30 level on the daily. So I'd say $9 is probably a pretty good buy. If this can hold, then awesome. I mean, I'm a OMG whale, so I don't really want to see OMG tank again, but you know, I'm not too much in a hurry with these coins. It's a long-term play. So yeah, we'll probably see it come drop down to this trend line. So good buy zone right in here. 880 to the 960. Anish, go ahead and post it for me. If you can't post it, then just like give me like a title of the article. I'd like to see it. All right, IOTA. If you guys want to know how to get this little panel over here, this is called Quick Trades. So, you know, I have a bunch of different lists. I've got long-term trades, market cycle coins, midterm trades. So all you do is you just click Create New List. and then you name your list. And then while you're here, if you're on a chart, you just tab Alt W, and it'll add the coin to your list. So if you want major USD pairs, so at a glance you can see those. If you want major Bitcoin pairs, at a glance you can see these. So you can see how they're holding up against Bitcoin. Have you looked at the fractal on the law of scale? Yeah, I've looked at all those fractals, Jeffrey. I've looked at, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 different fractals. And sometimes they hold up and sometimes they don't. It's good to kind of be aware of those things, but let's see. Litecoin's holding up actually pretty well in terms of like Bitcoin value. Yeah, if it breaks here, I would definitely exit the Litecoin trade. But if it can hold here, we might see it have a nice bounce. It's been moving pretty hard. Log scale. Yeah, logarithmic scale or linear scale. Every trader's a little bit different. All right, he said he Facebook messaged me the FUD link. Let's take a look, man. State. Okay. Hey, this is a pretty good article, man. So I'll post this. Whoops. That's the link that was sent to me. Jeffrey Walker, I didn't see your question, man. It's moving too fast. Looks like we've got 2 viewers on Twitch. Hey, thanks for tuning in on Twitch. I'm going to start getting a little more active on there. Looks like overall. Okay, so let's take a look at this together. State and provincial securities regulators conduct coordinated international crypto crackdown. North American Securities Administrators Association today announced one of the largest coordinated series of enforcement actions by state and provincial to crack down on fraudulent ICOs, cryptocurrency-related investment products, and those behind them. NASAA members from more than 40 jurisdictions throughout North America participated in Operation Crypto Sweep. Wow. This is a big deal, which let's share this on Twitter for anybody that doesn't know. Sorry for the loud keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard. Which one's good? Let's see. I'm a fan of GIFs. That one's good. Perfect. Thank you very much for posting that. Okay, so the persistently expanding exploitation of the crypto ecosystem by fraudsters is significant. Wow, look at this. Bitcoin trading in front. This is massive. Let's see if there's any ones we know. Alabama Securities Commission, cease and desist. This is, look at all the, so ShipChain was just one of hundreds. ThinkCoin, USI Tech, Ohio's going after them. Binance Limited, so they're going after Binance. Bittrex, Bitstamp, Information Demand Letter, Poloniex, Coinbase. That was old news. I reported on that, but this looks like it happened today. Let's see if we know any of these. Blue Vase Mining, Bitcoin. Looks like a lot of those mining companies Browsers Lab, I don't know them. This is why nobody wants to launch an ICO in the United States. They are literally killing themselves. They're destroying innovation. This is like, it's hard to even watch, you know, like some of them, I don't know. That's why I like decentralization, you know, if you can't figure out that it's a scam, you know, I don't know. All right, let me bring up that chat. I did not see the I did not see this article. Crypto Yeti, let me see. And the Fed, Deep State, LOL, go Neo. Okay. Move to Australia. My wife would love that. Okay, so let's keep looking at some charts. Let's talk about let's hit some like big ones that everybody wants to know. TRX. That's been in a looks like it broke down from our consolidation. It looked like we had a flag forming here, and it did, but it just broke out and down out of it. Now, I wanted to buy on this trend line right here. If we look at the daily. So this had a pretty nice trend line. So I had some buy orders right here. I think 700. They never got filled because I wanted to buy before the mainnet launch. But they never got filled. So I'll probably hold off on this trade for now. Jeffrey Walker, did you ask your question, man? Oh, yeah, I talked about the fractals. Yeah, mechanical keyboards, cruise liner. I can't. My wife gets annoyed with my mechanical keyboard, but yeah, I love it. EOS is breaking out of that 618 support. It's been in this downtrend for a while. There was a lot of FUD just put out on EOS. I don't know if you guys saw that. What was that EOS FUD? Just Bitcoin Cash and EOS. I'll get to Venn. I forgot what I just saw. What's your point of view on Theta? AM, you're asking about Theta. Just Google Theta. Theta coin. And then if you just click videos, there's my point of view right there. Yeah, I shared the link below. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay, so yeah, if you want my view on Theta, check out it's got 55,000 views. I like it. I bought a while ago. I think I was one of the first people talking about it, but it dipped 50% with the market, and I don't know where it's at right now. We'll look at it in a second. There was some FUD on EOS though. I can't remember what exactly it was, but if it closes below the 618, I would definitely exit the trade because the 50 fib is not that great in crypto. It was a previous resistance here and here, and it's got a little bit of support here, so we might see it bounce there. So 12.5, 12.6, you can definitely put some buy orders in and then have some stop loss below that. I'm not going to do credits right now. I'm just doing like chartable coins. Credits is on KuCoin. Okay, so that was EOS. We did TRX. Let me bring up my list again. Yeah, and that's the thing with it. Wow. Look at that candle. Yeah, we tried to play the 618 bounce. We took like a 8-9% loss on Wanchain, maybe tighter than that. When will we see the interviews that you did at Consensus? My film editor is working on them right now. They look really good. Let me see if I can bring one up. I'll take a look at it in a second, but look at this Wanchain RSI. That's getting close to maxed here. This might be probably one of the best times to buy if it can hold right here. If that support holds, then great. Otherwise, this thing is moving down. Interesting news about Wanchain. I have to bring Dustin on. Dustin Byington, the president, he left to start his own secret stealth project. Yeah, he left it to form his own secret stealth project. The thing is it broke this 382 support, and the 382s haven't been super strong, so I could see it probably bleeding all the way down to the 236. So I'd hold off on that. Again, we don't like to buy into like all-time high rallies. Sometimes we make exceptions when we want to try and squeeze another like 20-30% out of it, but for the most part, we want to try and buy in accumulative states. All right, so, oh, my bad. Should be able to see that RSI now. Yeah, it's basically almost at 30. But it's getting close to bottoming out, but I would probably buy it at 5,300 if you could. All right, We Power. Holy shit, that one. Woo! That one is, yeah, I was watching that one earlier. We made a decent chunk, I think, from like here to here. That was one of my like April buy and sell before the end of April. And we see what happened there. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. Buy and sell before the end of April, right? And then wham! That got smoked. So We Power, who knows where that's going to go now? This is doing like a salt. Everybody was like, oh, salt is at an all-time low. Let's buy right now. But if you look at salt got smashed like hard during the market. Look at this. Salt bounced. Whoops. If you ever run into that issue where it like auto resets, if you just like move the price just a little bit, you can actually move it wherever you want and it won't do that. But if you look at salt had this really nice run up. We made, I don't know, like 300-400%. Did it had a really nice run, and then it bled out all the way, and everybody was like, "Oh, buy it at the bottom." But then it kept bleeding to the bottom, and again, it's at the same point, and everybody's like, "Oh, good accumulation zone." But again, it's bleeding. So, I mean, this zone right here historically has been pretty good to buy for salt. RSI is getting overmaxed. So this might be a good, decent, like early, like midterm buy. But it could bleed down another. Let me see. Yeah, it could bleed down another like 5%, but the upside is 60%. So that's a pretty good risk reward. So buying here with a stop loss below here for the 9% loss is not too bad. Maybe even like open it up just a little bit, like 10-11%. Yeah, there's an auto button, but look at what auto button does because we've got this massive wick on Bittrex. I know a thing or two. I look at like 500 charts a day. Ven. Let's look at Ven. I'll just hide that top indicator there. And then let me move the bottom. Should be able to see it now. Jarvie. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It's been a while since I've been getting on my live streams. So Ven, I feel like has a very ill, twisted fate. I'm kind of stuck in Ven because I have a strength node. A lot of traders are predicting this thing to get kind of smashed down. But there's a lot of bullish news coming out for Ven. On the 4 hour, yeah. I mean the RSI is definitely not. Anywhere near. Verge, please. Well, everything's a good buy if you can get it at the right retrace, Jack. Yeah. Sell Verge, invest in good product. Okay, so Ven looks like it's finding support on the 50 EMA on the daily, which is good. Let's take a look at some of these other charts. No, the majors are getting pretty smashed right now. All right, so we covered all those. Let's look at some trades that are holding up. Zencash, if you watched our live streams from the consensus, Zencash is one of our favorite long-term holdings. Between Zencash and Pivx, those are my two favorite privacy coins. Pivx has had a really big difficulty with price action. For some reason, it's just still in accumulation phase. I think it's been accumulating for like over a year. I bought a long time ago, so like my entry points have been pretty good. Yeah, once Zencash explodes, and Zencash will explode. Blitz is a weird one. It was delisted. You can play these bounces pretty easy. None of these Bittrex coins are like worth a damn though. Like these old like bullish runs, I don't think will happen anymore on Bittrex. I think Binance took almost all of their business. Steam's actually a pretty good coin if it can hold this here. Had a really nice run up back here. Steam's actually a really cool project. It was another one of those projects created by Dan Larimar, who's the creator of BitShares and EOS. Why buy a bad coin even though it is low? I'm not sure which coin you guys are talking about. But yeah, it's always better to buy strong fundamental coins than it is to buy shit coins. Blacknet is a pretty cool coin. This is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. Blacknet, I did a really cool interview, and they're saying this is the Interoperability Alliance killer. I think that, I can't remember how far they've been around. Yeah, so since 2015, but they've had lots of updates. But they've got this like it's a protocol layer. They've had a lot of pretty big updates last few weeks, and they seem to be doing pretty well in a downtrend market. It looks like they're breaking out of that downtrend now. RSI is a little overmaxed, but okay. Let me bring up the coins you guys were mentioning. Don't want to get too off topic. So we covered one. Let's go Digibyte. Digibyte is actually one of my worst and best trades. I bought Digibyte like here-ish, and I sold it like here, and then I bought Digibyte like here, and then I sold here. So I came out kind of even on this trade. There was some like FUD news. This was back before I was like a very savvy investor. They were supposed to get partnered with like Minecraft, but it ended up they only had like a Minecraft server, something like that. But I do know some people who held on to Digibyte from here. Yeah, I mean they took almost a 96% loss. It was a pretty bad deal for them. So Digibyte was forming this bull flag, I thought it was a bull flag. So we'll see how this kind of fills out. It got rejected at the top here. I was waiting and watching to see if it was going to break out here to send out a trade update. Currently, it's down about 6% from where we would have bought in. But yeah, I wanted to buy when it broke out here. Glad we didn't, because the market's, super shaky overall. But it's a very good trade. It's been holding up really well. It just depends on if this is going to bounce or if this is going to reverse at some point here. Lawrence shilling me that turtle coin, man. Yeah, we can look at HPB actually. I don't have Coinigy. I only use TradingView. I'm a pro. I have a pro account on TradingView. But we can go on KuCoin, look at HPB. Up 1%. There's a guy in my Discord group. His name's Fab Monkey. I gave HPB as like one of my favorite long-term. Yeah, this thing's about to explode. Look at this coiling. I might have to pick some up. Yeah, HPB is probably one of the best buys right now. The nice steady uptrend. Very, very, very tight price consolidation. Good, decent volume. Looks like there's a lot of price suppression if we look. There might be like a spoofed order book or something. It's hard to tell. There's very little volume on KuCoin, so it's like really tough to see. It's not really much. Let's see. This order book's pretty light. It's like 1.2 Bitcoin here. I don't know why that price is consolidating so much. It's one of the strongest projects out there. Okay. Well, we got to HPB. Sorry, one more question. I mean, I could talk. What do you want to talk about? Credits. Credits is it's a blockchain layer. Do you guys just prefer me to go kind of coin to coin? Is this anything else you want to see? We bought, like, I can't remember where we bought. I sent out a signal for credits. I think we popped it for like 40-50%. Getting hammered with the rest of the market right now. The thing is when volume drops off, it's not so much panic or fear. It's these martingale bots. If you don't know what a martingale bot is, a martingale bot is a trading bot that will continue to buy as price goes down, because it'll it'll sell when price goes up. So it'll kind of like, some of these bots just buy, and some people are left. I've seen like multi-million-dollar trading bots get wrecked in bear markets. Theta. I think that's on Gate.io though, isn't it? I thought that was where I bought my Theta. Did they remove Theta? Yeah, there's what are my favorite platform coins? Protocol or platform? They're different things. So like Ether is the protocol, the cryptocurrency that runs on the platform of the Ethereum platform. So there's like different things. Aeon will do 100x. Oh yeah, let's do Aeon. Aeon's one of my favorite coins right now. But like everything else in the market, they're getting smashed. So I've got some buy orders right here. I think this is a steal of a deal for Aeon. Aeon is one of my favorite projects for 2018 besides a couple other ones. Investing.com. Yeah, I think I saw that. The site's kind of weird to navigate though. Yeah, I'd have to. Oh, you can actually. Oh, so they updated this since the last time I saw it. All right, I'll have to take a look. It's pretty interesting. There we go. That's pretty cool. Thanks for that. So this is coiling pretty hard. Definitely, I have to sneeze. Sorry. This light, if you guys like, the light is like so bright. Analyze Poloniex coins. No, man, I hate Poloniex. I have grudges against Poloniex. Oh, that's on the 15-minute chart. Oh, yeah, that's not going to be too helpful. Look at that, a nice little run up, eh, boys? This is pretty cool. Oh, check this out. We can full screen this. Oh, now we're in business. Hey, whoever just told me that, thanks. I haven't seen their update. It's going to make my life so much easier. All right, so Theta just broke our key support there. So it'll probably find some nice support at the 618. So 2280. This is awesome. I thought you loved Poloniex. I can't go into like too much detail, but I lost like $500,000 on Poloniex DDoS attacks like mid 2017. So yeah, so we're just kind of dumping with the rest of the market with Bitcoin. All right, TKY. Ooh, that got wrecked. It's right at this previous support level. I think there's probably a square up. This is a choppy chart. Please look at TNC. It's not letting me, man. I'm sorry. Huobi. That's where I bought Theta. That's it. What was another one that I want to look at? ZPT. It's not letting me bring that one up either, guys. Sorry. All right. Let's get back to here. So Aeon, so yeah, so I've definitely got some buy orders stacked at 26.35. For Aeon. What other ones? Yeah, HPV coin. KMD. Ooh, KMD. Oh yeah, VeChain had some big news. They have 1 to 100 or 1 to 1,000. I'd have to reread it. They're doing like a coin split, which is interesting. Oyster Pearl, I think, is probably the most undervalued platform or protocol layer right now. I think the market cap's at like 20 million or something like that. KMD had this nice little, I think it'll probably just do another retrace to the 147 right in here. I posted in my Discord group yesterday, I was like, there are bear flags literally every single chart I look at. NXS was one that I was looking at, Nexus. This had a ton of hype about shooting satellites into space and stuff. Decent. I met one of the guys for Decent. I didn't know too much about it. It looks like a cool project, but they had a pretty nice run during when everything else was bearish. Yeah, I mean none of these look ripe for buying yet. Dogecoin broke out of its like long trend. Let's see if we can find the CV. Down to 34 Satoshis. We bought at, I put out a Discord chat to buy at like 30 Satoshis. It ran up to about 50. I still have like 5 million or something. Oh, this is pretty cool. Bullish reversal. So it kind of shows you some of these. That's actually pretty cool. Thanks for whoever said that. Yeah, it's 1 to 100. Let's keep looking at the chart here. Theta, OMG, EOS, Digibyte, Aeon. Let's look at man, this thing is free too. Pro account here for like a year subscription was like $1,200. These are all shit coins. ONT is not a shit coin, man. ONT is actually holding up really well. I've got some buy orders set on this 236 retrace, but it has not budged, man. This thing is like a rock. This was like the first coin to pop. This was like the first coin to pop back here. It kind of gave us an idea of like what we were going to be looking at. It definitely exceeded expectations, ran pretty hard. Currently sitting at the 618 and it's holding really strong. So if it can bounce up, I would definitely buy it here. You can also buy now, set a stop limit below the 618 support. I mean, it's been holding it pretty well. It might wick down, but if you set it like here-ish, that's a 7% loss, but you know, we're still buying into like a massive rally. I would not buy this until it reaches back down here, even though it's a strong project. Zilliqa, I bought this today. I've got a stop loss below the support here, pretty tight, like 6%. It might be coming up against it now. I think I bought it like 1700, 1770. So we're probably down like a few percentage on the trade. Yeah, so we're probably going to hit that in a minute. 8%. So I wanted to buy down here because it looked like it was going to break upwards, but it looks like this is just forming another bear flag. So I'm not going to make 100%, you know, good calls. We've had a few decent calls, but, you know, I'd say like we've been hitting a lot of stops lately, but we keep tight stop losses, especially in this type of market. And we've entered very few trades in my VIP group. This was one of my favorite projects. We bought like here, I think 500 Satoshis. We made like a good 300-400%. I cost averaged my exit out at 1800, and then at 2000, like 2100 was like my max sell orders. And I'm just waiting to see like where this is going to go now. Anytime you see a candle like this, you got to just sell at least a little bit. How about Bancor? Bancor's been a beast. Bancor and CyberMiles, both those charts have been pretty good. So it's just starting to break down now, but this was just on an absolute, you know, tear since it started. So I would say it's breaking down. If the 382 can hold, then we might consolidate, but bullshit projects, bro. Which one? Zilliqa? Zilliqa's pretty good, man. They've got a really good platform. Let's talk about the man of the hour, Nano. just broke below all-time low. There's been some serious investor FUD. They had a technical glitch. Here, this is probably a decent accumulation zone. I don't see it, you know, moving too much lower than here. Let's see if we can find a... No. All right. Could you give your opinion on Zebi, please? I'm not going to do like specific fundamental analysis on Zebi. I'll see if we can find a chart. Nope. Yeah, Nano was wrecked. We tried to play a bounce. We didn't quite get there. Sorry, I'm just reading some of these. Did I not post those live? Okay. Okay. Let's keep taking a look. Nano. Are we getting any sort of a rebound yet? No. Bitcoin's just at 8,000. XRP 64 cents. It's breaking down. Another bear flag. Zeke. Zeke was a great trade. We made a nice little pretty penny with Zeke. Almost 50% in like in a day. Dash is getting like super smashed. What are your thoughts on 3 commas? I like 3 commas. It helps to automate a lot of stuff. I just started using it a little bit more intensely during these last few weeks. A lot of people in my Discord VIP group, they use 3 commas, and they're experimenting with trading bots. They're sharing their algorithms. We got some pretty sharp people in there. Yeah, see, EOS is continuing to break down, so we might see a double bottom here, but I don't think so. There's just no support here. Cardano, I would probably buy at 19 cents. We already covered all those. All right. What is the best shampoo on the market? That's a good question. I'd say the men's. What's that men's one? Crew. I like Crew. Can you throw some foot at XYO? Yeah, Paul, that's where like buying the dip sometimes isn't good. That's why sometimes waiting for reversal confirmation, you know. So like a lot of people were mad that we didn't buy at like 6,000 exactly, but we want to wait for confirmation. That's a really big deal. So ZRX had like one of the most epic bull runs. You know, this could be a 1, 2. I thought that the 3 would be a little bit higher. Looks like we're retracing now. I would probably wait to buy it at the 236, man. I'd probably buy it at the 8,800. It's just, this was a nice little bull trap. Looks like it's forming that nice little market cycle chart. So, you know, 8,800 to 7,200, we'll probably see this kind of bleed out. It's a great project. All of these are great projects, but there's a lot of fear. Bitcoin Cash, I actually had the opportunity to hang out with the COO of Bitcoin.com. His name is Mate Toki. And he actually confirmed that Roger Ver does not own the @Bitcoin. I thought that was pretty interesting on Twitter. Gollum, I've been watching for a while. I had this triangle chart drawn. It's fun when like things just kind of line up. It looks like it found support on that 50-day EMA. It's kind of in an indecision doji right now. Depends on where it closes. This could be a nice little bullish engulfing. GNT was one of the hottest cryptocurrencies of 2017. They had like a massive ICO, sold out. Yeah. What's your take on decentralized supercomputing industry? Yeah, like SONM, they have like fog computing. And I saw their booth at Consensus, and they had a lot of updates. Videocoin, one of my favorite ICOs that I invested in. I think I invested like, I don't know, 150,000 into it. I really like them. Their team is like insane. Halsey Minor, founder of CNET, Google Voice. He's heading it up along with the guy who like basically invented like video encoding for Intel that Facebook Live uses. So they've got a really good team. Can you grow still, or are you still going to be that small? Can you grow still, or are you always going to be that small? I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. But I'm probably my full height. Or are you talking about like I'm short on the monitor? I can't tell. The joke is not coming through. Rephrase it for me. All right, let's do a few more coins, and then I'm gonna sign off. Okay, we did XLM, TKY, we did Nano, we did ZRX, we did Steam, we did Zilliqa. ONT, filling out this triangle. I did that already. ENG, we made a little bit on. I thought I was gonna pop harder. Little sad it didn't. I was following this nice trend line. We bought it like here, popped for a little bit. Breaking down now, 382. I wouldn't touch this. Not yet. Well, Kiko, not necessarily sell, man. I mean, you know, sometimes it's good when things mature. Think about, you know, Ethereum. When platforms actually mature, they get, you know, their alpha net out. All right, so Enigma. CND, I'm holding way too much CND to look at this chart. Holding 1 million for their chart. Yeah, it's breaking down. Ugh, scary. Yeah, it looks like we're going for like all-time lows here, or like recent swing lows. I'd probably buy some like in this zone. This is probably a pretty safe buy. CND is one of the best projects out there, and they just released a. So I'd buy anything from 730 to like 800. How much for your group? $7 for the first 14 days, and then 300 a month after there. So you need to have like a pretty decent portfolio size. Talking about your height. I'm not that short. I was just standing next to Crypto Crow. He's like 6'6". No, I'm like 5'11", 5'10". I used to be able to dunk. Seeing some market big propulsion. Pumps do work temporarily if that's what he is asking. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let me finish out these coins here. So CND, it looks like a pretty good buy. Quantum. So a lot of these legacy coins are just not doing anything. They're not popping. They didn't like really have much gain, except Bitcoin Cash because of that hard fork. But that hard fork turned out to be like nothing. So from low to like high, 80%. But you would have had to wick it. Meaning you'd have to buy on that wick, which is pretty difficult. And it's just like everything else stuck in this downtrend. You just have a big chair. Thanks. It's a very comfortable chair though. If I had $200, I'll invest 100 in ZIL, 100 for DeepBrain. How is DBC doing anyway? I bought some a while ago. It's doing pretty good. Yeah, I bought some like back here. DBC is like an AI platform for on the Neo. No, that's holding up pretty well. This looks like a massive bull flag, actually. Could consolidate into this channel, but I see this probably bouncing and then moving like really hard. What is your opinion on Campus Coin? Hey, thanks for the $2, Zane. Let me take a look. Campus Coin. Who shilled this to me the other day? CMPCO. 80 Satoshis. McAfee's a joke. Wait. Did you see McAfee's prediction for 15,000 Bitcoin in June? It wouldn't surprise me. There are massive OTC buy orders, and they're paying like a pretty significant premium. OTC just means over the counter, and there's not a lot of sellers, so there's a lot of people holding their Bitcoin. This is more like when volume dries up and like people sell just a little bit. These martingale bots will just sell it down, and then a lot of stop losses will continue to get triggered. So this doesn't look like anything of anything, man. $300 a month on a $30,000 portfolio. Maybe still too expensive? No, I mean, I've had people like double, triple their portfolio. The thing is like, you know, even in a down market, he's getting paid for promoting coins. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that get paid for promoting coins. I haven't because I want to remain unbiased, and I was talking to some of the influencers at the Consensus conference about how they kind of get around that. But yeah, this seems like a kind of a random coin. I'm not sure, man. I don't know if you're part of Campus Coin or what, but it seems like a kind of a random coin. Thank you for the donation, though. But yeah, I mean, so even in February, most people complained that they were paying $300 a month for me to tell them to not buy anything. But honestly, a lot of people kept trying to buy the dips, and they just kept buying dip after dip after dip after dip, and we just kind of stayed out of the market until a confirmed reversal, and then we made a lot of money in April. Fusion, I'm super heavy in Fusion. It's one of my favorite cryptocurrencies. It's a coin that I gave out to my VIP group as the number one ICO of 2017 or something like that. It's doing pretty good. I'm really happy with how this turned out. There was a lot of FUD about it. There's not like a measurement tool. Wow. Hyperium IO donated me $50. Said changing the game forever. Hyperium. I think I did a. We'll take a look. Thanks for the donation. Hey, ICOs. Apparently, if you want to get your, so you guys are in. You guys are in pre-sale. Cool. Well, get a hold of me. If you got like a pre-sale allocation, I'll definitely do a little bit more in-depth analysis on your ICO. Very clean website. I've seen a lot of decentralized content creators coins, so I'll have to do a little bit more due diligence and see what you guys have difference competitively. But yeah, clean website. I'll follow you on Twitter. Yeah, thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. I'll take a look. Make sure somebody gets a hold of me. All right, where were we at? We're almost through our list. Quantum, don't buy it right now. TNC. Hey, this is a live stream, man. I'm all over the place because, you know, I'm reading chat. I'm doing stuff. It's just organic, you know. I'm not planning these things out. That's what my stuff is. Okay, so what are we looking at? Hey, Margie, keep me on track, buddy. Keep me on track. Fusion came out in 2018. Yeah, that's what I said. We were on TNC, BTC. Yeah, I can't see. Ooh, 4coin. TNC is a pretty cool coin. It's like the off-chain scaling solution for Neo. It's a long-term play though. $41 million market cap. It hasn't had much interest. Kind of chilling, hey? I like that though. I'm a fan of threes. It's on KuCoin, so I don't know why it's not coming up on this investor. Yeah, man, it's a free show. Show the man some good vibes. That's a choppy chart, man. Yeah, I wouldn't buy that yet. Does Robinhood actually hold the crypto bot on their platform? That's a good question. I'm not really sure about that. All right, I'm going to do 2 more coins, and then I'm going to end the live stream. We didn't get a lot of great buy orders, though, did we? Pundi X. Let's look at Pundi X. Yeah, this has a lot of manipulation around it. Hard to really kind of peg this chart. Not a lot of data. So it's currently at the 0.5 fib. I'd probably buy it at 382 here. It had a twin peaks or whatever that's called. Tweezers reversal. It's usually a really strong reversal sign where they're like that. I'd probably rebuy 399 satoshis. Vervedril. I really like Nexo. I bought some Nexo. Okay, so what else are we talking about? XRP? Or wait, sorry. ICX. ICX, no, I already did ICX. It was in this, I thought this was going to be a bull flag. It looked like it was breaking out right here. Faked this out with the market, broke right back down into this channel. We bought like right here thinking it was going to break out. We had an 8-9% stop loss, so definitely hit our stop. It's breaking down right now. Not a lot of support in here at all. So I would probably expect it to continue to run. I'm not seeing like a good reversal zone. Maybe here. Maybe here at the 382. But that's like on from like all-time high to all-time low. So maybe at the 382, but other than that. Nebulas. Nebulas is great. I fanboyed out a little bit on Nebulas. It's one of the coolest projects. In my opinion. Nice little retrace. Yeah. So they just busted their all-time high. This chart looks a lot like a lot of the other ones. at the 382 right now. This is actually probably one of the best times to buy Nebulas. But if Bitcoin continues to tank, then we'll probably see this come back down and bounce here. Cool. I think that's it. Yeah, I love Nebulas. It's a really cool project. Did I do TNC? It's all about money. Long term for XRP will get you profits. Mar, not necessarily, man. Think about where all the new money's going. New money's going into ICOs. And they're flipping them. It's going into brand new like protocol layers. XRP already went up like 33,000%. And so it's going to take a good 6, 7, 8 months of consolidation before it has another like really big, strong move. That's what happened to it last time. It had about 210 days of consolidation. But technically speaking, XRP only reflects Bitcoin moves. Can Bitcoin go 10x? Hey, John, man, good to see you, man. Sorry I missed you in New York. I wish I could have seen you. Can Bitcoin go 10x? Where is it at right now? 8,000? Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, as the halvenings continue to occur, I agree it's not the Google for blockchain analogy. I mean, I can go a little bit more in depth, but we won't have to. Anyway, I think I'm going to close it up now. I've been on a while. I didn't really see how long. Crypto Candor, thanks for following on Twitch. I think I saw it was your birthday on Twitter. So happy birthday if you're following. If you're watching on Twitch. And then, yeah, anything else? John Key. Yeah, right now, I mean, we're just kind of in a pretty consistent downtrend with Bitcoin. My group, we've all been kind of preparing for this. We've got our like automatic trading bot set up so that, you know, if big things shift, we can get out pretty quickly. TUSD is by far the best hedge. I would definitely recommend getting into TUSD instead of USDT. I think we'll start to see a lot of cash move from the tethers into the TUSD. What's your Twitter? My Twitter is, I'll just post it on here. Make sure you guys follow me. I follow everybody back, and I usually respond to almost every comment on Twitter, even YouTube. It's either me or my business partner, Mark. He'll go on and answer a lot of questions. Will you be attending any other conferences this year? I'm doing a future of blockchain talk. I'm speaking at like an investor summit in Austin. Yeah, GRS is looking pretty good, man. It's consolidating pretty hard too. So is HPB. And then what other? I'm trying to think of other conferences that I'm going to. Not any off the top of my head. I have a wedding to go to in Rhode Island. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, appreciate all you guys hanging out. Thank you again for the donations. Typerium, I'm going to definitely look into your ICO pre-sale. Make sure that your community manager gets a hold of me so I can take a look at it, maybe do an interview or something. I'm on Twitter, and I just followed you guys, so you guys should be able to DM me on Twitter. Other than that, make sure that you guys are staying safe. Only buy on good accumulation zones. Don't FOMO into rallies. That's how you get wrecked in this market. always be patient. Let the market come to you. People have asked me like 100 times, when should I buy OMG? And I always say buy it at like $8 to $9. And then people, they FOMO into it at like $13, $14, $15, $16. And they always get wrecked. And I continue to buy it at $8. And I, just continue to accumulate my OMG. So make sure you just let the market come to you. That's the most important thing. Patience is, Warren Buffett said, the stock market is a way of transferring wealth from the inpatient to the patient. So always big time is being patient in this market. Anyway, thanks again for voting for best live stream. I appreciate it. If you want free information, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Hop in my free Facebook group, I Love Crypto. Both have lots of information, lots of helpful communities. I think my Facebook group has almost 15,000 people now. It's a race to whoever gets to 20,000. Shout out to all the influencers that I met at Crypto Influencer Summit. And appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you guys soon. See ya.